I've got a theory. In this theory, somewhere in the back of my mind, it says people are just a little too impressed with what they like and don't like. Me too, by the way. Hi, I'm Charles Burke, and I help people get past what they like and don't like to get stuff done. I was a newspaper boy when I was a kid. I was the kid that went around from house to house and carried the newspapers. Now, I grew up, we were trailer park people. Not quite trailer park trash, but we knew plenty of them. And I got a job. It was offered to me when I was 11 years old. And so I took it. Walk around carrying newspapers to people. What could be wrong with that? Well, I got started and I found out that you do it on the nice days. And you also do it on the days when it's raining, when it's pouring down rain, when it's snowing like a son of a gun, when it's cold way down below zero. You carry the newspapers. And I very quickly learned that it's easy to just switch off something in your like and dislike circuit. Just go ahead and do the damn thing. So I did. I delivered the newspapers every day. In fact, I had both morning and evening routes. Our trailer park, I always had at least 40 or 50 people to deliver newspapers to in the morning, and then another 20 to 30 in the afternoon. It kind of varied depending on who had moved in and who had moved out. Some of us were stay-at-home people or stay-in-one-spot people, pretty stable. And then there were the people who just moved around place to place. And they were all, both kinds, my customers. Now, most kids, they teach them to fold the papers ahead of time or wrap them with rubber bands. In fact, every few months, they'd send me a big box of green rubber bands. I saved those because they were fun to play with. I didn't use them for newspapers. Nuh-uh. I just slipped the newspapers in a bag or just carried them in my arm. And I went around house to house, trailer to trailer. If nobody was home, I'd roll it up, stick it in a tight spot somewhere under a step or whatever, and keep right on going. If they were home, I would always knock on the door, hand them their newspaper, say good morning. That was the best part of my day all day long, because after that, I had to go to school. That was not the best part of my day. So my newspaper day was really governed by just doing the job. Whether I liked it or didn't like it was totally irrelevant. Years later, when I got my first real job in a store, I forgot all that. And I started thinking, I like to do this. Ooh, I don't like to do this. And I lost something that was really, really valuable. And it took me years and years and years to get that back. But as I regained it, I started being able to do the stuff that needed doing, when it needed doing, without a bunch of emotional drama, without, oh God, I hate to do that. Come on, guys. Are you really that big a prima donna, every one of you? No, you're not. No, you're not. It's just a little song and dance you've learned because you've seen so many other people do it. Get realistic. Of course, you don't hate stuff that much. Or if you do, it's because you have persuaded yourself you do. Nothing is that bad. You got a bad boss, you got somebody who insults you at work. Get another job, for God's sake. You can't because the job market is tight. then buckle down, find a way, make a way. Are you really as likable as you think you are? Hey, just saying, you know. Anyway, just do it. It's not really as hard as you think it is if you'll just put aside all the conditioning. Or if you can't put it aside yourself, get help. It's available. I'm Charles Burke, and I help people get things done that need doing when they need doing.